Hi, and welcome to this month's episode of The Page Turner. I'm Will Adamczyk, your library director. This month I thought I'd do something a little bit different. I will leave all of the updates and going on to the rest of the crew who will come on a little bit after me. But I wanted to just give you an update about what the library has been doing over the past year. It's the summer now. We're filming this in July, and that means we completed our fiscal year for fiscal 2022. So I just thought I'd give people a little bit of an update about how things have been going. I can tell you this, we've been very busy. You'll know if you watch this, there's a million things going on all the time. But our usage is up over 20% over the last 5 years. Obviously, things kind of went up and down during COVID. But our numbers are very close, if not better, than what we saw back in 2019 and 2020. The library measures usage in a number of different ways. Some of that is through the use of our collections, both our physical collections in the building, our digital collections, through uses of different services, and through programming. So, just taking a quick look, people in Milton checked out over 250,000 items from the library itself, physical books, DVDs, CDs, 250K during fiscal 2022. At the same time, you checked out over 115,000 digital things. Those are ebooks, audiobooks, videos. They could be language learning, articles from different databases. So over 365,000 uses of library materials, either here in the building or at home on your computer or your smartphone. Just to give you an idea of how things have changed in 5 years, we had 60,000 digital uses in fiscal 18. And like I said, 115,000 now. COVID changed a lot. People really were turned on to audiobooks and ebooks as a result of that. Talking about physical materials, 250,000 uses, I said, more than half of that remains print books. And more than half of all usage across the board remains print books. People are still checking out hardcover, paperback books. That's the biggest use at the library. Digital is almost a third of use now, though. About 30% is going to be your ebooks, your e-audiobooks. When you look just at our digital usage, 1/3 of the digital use is an ebook, traditional ebook, and 20% is audiobooks. That's the thing that's been climbing the most. People are downloading. You used to have, depending on how old you might be, you might remember checking out 20 to 25 audio cassettes for a book on tape. Then maybe that went down to 12 CDs. Now you just download it to your phone. You're not changing things in your car every half hour. So technology has changed and people are finding that again. Looking at our programming usage, we had over 12,000 people attend programs, library programs in fiscal 22. Many of those run Zoom because of COVID, but many more are increasingly in person at the library. Those highest numbers come from our children's programs where we're in person for our story times and different programs. So 12,000 people in attendance was really quite impressive, especially with everything going on in our world today. Another part of our usage, I guess, or some of the things that we highlighted in fiscal 22 was Milton Moves. This was a program that we ran throughout the year. It included walking clubs, physical literacy programs for all ages. We started our Writers in Residency program. We had our writer in residence, Joan Smith, during fiscal 22. We look to bring that back again next year. We also had multiple partnerships with the Milton Coalition and the Forbes House, among others. And then some other things, including updating infrastructure at the library. We replaced and updated our materials handler, our sorter, which sorts the books from the book drops. And like I've mentioned earlier, we upgraded our wireless printing network here at the library too. So a lot's been going on. We've been very busy. We're always trying to offer new things to you. So hopefully there's a lot for you to do in fiscal 23. We'll have some new initiatives to announce, new programming, new books, all along the way. So please, thank you for your time, and please enjoy the rest of the show.
Hello, everyone. Jean here to tell you that during the month of August, the Milton Public Library is offering some very enjoyable virtual programming for adults. On Tuesday, 8/2, starting at 6:30 p.m., travel from the comfort of your home with photographer and instructor Nick Pascal, who will be back to give a talk called Armchair Travel Photos, Fascinating Scenes of Rural China. In this Zoom event, Nick will tell us all about his experiences traveling to China and how he captured the photographs that documented beautiful Chinese landscapes and the rich cultural history of the local people. Mr. Pascal has worked as a professional photographer for many years and has a lifelong passion for his craft. He has worked at tons of events for magazines, marketing departments, and for local musicians. He also teaches photography classes and conducts workshops. In order to receive the Zoom link for this talk, please sign up in advance at the MPL website. And then next on Tuesday, 8/9 at 7 p.m., there will be a fun Zoom talk with fashion expert Karen Antonovich called Virtual Style Talk, Wartime Fashions. Have you ever wondered what changes in fashion occurred during World War I and World War II? Despite wartime shortages and restrictions, men and women managed to dress in style. How did they accomplish this? So join us to discover what these wartime shortages were and how they were overcome by determined people of this era. We will explore the clothing and accessories worn during both of these war periods, focusing on some of the innovative ways in which fashion was followed. This will be a very colorful program with lots of images, which will be so enjoyable for you to see. The speaker has a master's in the history of fashion from the University of Rhode Island and has taught the subject for 13 years. She also ran an antiques and collectibles company with her husband for 5 years before relocating to Vermont. If you love fashion, we hope to see you there. Again, advanced registration is required to receive the connection link. And finally, on Tuesday, 8/16 at 7 p.m., world traveler Barry Pell will return to the MPL to give an enjoyable Zoom presentation called More Travel, Armchair Travel, Micronesia, Melanesia, and Polynesia, Unraveling the Mysteries of the South Pacific, a place I've always wanted to go. The South Pacific has been celebrated in literature, art, and music. Yet the island countries that dot the Pacific Ocean are mysterious unknowns to most Americans. Mr. Pell has traveled throughout both the South and North Pacific countries and territories. In this program, he will explain the distinctions between the regions of Micronesia, Melanesia, and Polynesia in terms of their geography, history, culture, and people. The talk will be accompanied by his beautiful photography of the islands. Please join us for this fascinating virtual program. To register for any of these talks, go to www.miltonlibrary.org. Click on Events from the main page, and then choose the appropriate date to enter your name and email address. And once signed up, you will receive the Zoom link on the day of the event so that you may participate. For questions, email me, Jean Halady, at jhlady@ocln.org, or call the reference department, 617-898-4964. I thank the Friends of the Milton Public Library for their kind support of my programs, and I want to wish you all a great rest of summer. Thanks for your time and attention today, and I hope to see you sometime in August to enjoy a fun program with me.
Hi, I'm Sally. Welcome back to another one of my monthly book talks. My first book is by Rachel Hawkins, and it's Reckless Girls. This is pure suspense. It's a story of Lux and Nico. They move to Hawaii thinking they're going to live the high life. They don't have the money for it. They end up bumping into Brittany and Amma, who have money, and they offer them $50,000 to take them to a deserted island. They go to the deserted island, meet another wealthy couple, become great friends, and then a mysterious stranger arrives and disrupts everything. Life begins to unravel. Terror ensues. Very suspenseful. You'll enjoy this if you like suspense. Reckless Girls by Rachel Hawkins. My next book is One Day I Shall Astonish the World by Nina Stibbe. This is a coulda, shoulda, woulda book. Susan looks back on her life going back 30 years and wonders how her life would have turned out if she didn't marry her husband, Roy, if she was more like her friend, Norma, who's uber successful. And it's just, she goes, and it goes through her life and her regrets. This is, just an easy read. You'll enjoy it. One Day I Shall Astonish the World. This is historical fiction, Diamond Eye by Kate Quinn. I love her stories. The last one I read was The Huntress. And she writes about World War II, so it's historical fiction, World War II, and it's actually based on a real person. She was actually a Ukrainian sniper, female sniper, Mila Pavlichenko, and she helped Russia fight in World War II against the Nazis and helped us win. She became friends with Eleanor Roosevelt. It's such an interesting story. I know it's fiction, but it's based on her story, and it told me something I didn't even know. You won't be able to put this down. My next book is another book about someone who looks back on their life with regret. This is The Paper Palace by Miranda Cowley Heller. And The Paper Palace is the name of her family cottage on the Cape. And it starts out where she's sleeping with her childhood sweetheart, Jonas. And she's married, so it starts out with an infidelity. And then she looks back basically wondering, should I stay with my husband and family, or shall I take off with Jonas? And that's basically the whole story. And it's kind of like all of my dysfunctional stories. This is a good one. You won't be able. This was a really, really hot book. The Paper Palace by Miranda Cowley Heller. And my last book is The Ensemble, and it's by Aja Gabel. And this is actually for our Celebrity Book Club on September 1st here at the library, or you could do it remotely. It's hosted by me and Sarah and I. And this is actually about a string quartet and all the cutthroat, stab in the back stuff that goes along with in the music, behind the music scenes. But I haven't read this book, so I really can't tell you much about it, but I will have read it in time for our Celebrity Book Club, Thursday, September 1st, here at the library. And that's it for this month. I hope you choose to read some of these books, and if you do, you can call me at the library. You can put them on hold yourself. I can put them on hold for you. Thank you for letting me into your homes. I love seeing you. Bye-bye.
Hi friends, Miss Sarah here with an update on the Milton Public Library Summer Reading Challenge. We have over 1,500 readers registered for Read Beyond the Beaten Path. And so far, you have logged over 470,000 minutes. Way to go! But, as you know, we're trying to get to 1 million minutes before the end of the challenge on August 31st. So, keep up your reading and logging at miltonlibrary.beanstack.org. Here are a few suggestions for how you can make the most of your challenge. Number 1, make sure you log. Forgot your username and password? Call us at 617-898-4957 and we'll help. If logging is hard to keep up with, why not log in once a week and enter all your reading at once? And if you prefer to write your reading down instead, ask us for a paper log the next time you're in the children's room. Number 2, apply those tickets. As you log your minutes, you are earning tickets that can be applied towards drawings for all sorts of awesome prizes. You need to apply those tickets to different prize drawings. The drawings will take place at the end of the day on Thursday, August 23rd, so make sure you enter your tickets before then. Check out the Tickets Drawing tab in Beanstack. Number 3, try some activities. The Summer Reading Challenge is not just about logging your minutes. There's also a wealth of fun activities that you can try out. Go fishing, make a friendship bracelet, or jump in a puddle. Check out the activity badges in Beanstack to learn more. Keep on reading, everyone. The Children's Room staff are really proud of you.
Hello again. I want to tell you that the Milton Public Library will host Braintree, Mass. Artist Patty Harrington in our Wotus Gallery during the month of August. Miss Harrington was a self-taught artist for 7 years, and then for 2 more years she studied with experienced Milton teacher Beth Neville. She will be showing a collection of drawings called In Your Light, I Learned to Love, which consists of colored pencil portraits of people who inspire her. The exhibit's title is inspired by some incredible women in Patty's life, and this is what the artist has to say about her work. For me, creating art is pure joy and my heart's desire. Art is my way of bringing love to the world. As far back as I can remember, I've loved drawing and painting and have aspired to be an artist. However, life had other ideas and would take me in a different direction. 8 years ago, I had the opportunity to go on a 2-year sabbatical, which led me on a journey inward. Upon returning, so too was my enthusiasm to create restored. I began eagerly and earnestly to learn on my own. At the same time, I began work at East Milton Wine and Spirits, where the owners, the Delaney family, so kindly allowed and encouraged me to use the store as a platform to begin to sell my work. They, along with the friends I work with and the loving community of patrons, continued to support me on my journey to learn and grow as an artist. Patty decided 3 years ago that she should have a teacher, and so she started working with Beth Neville, an exceptionally talented artist and instructor, who has been instrumental in not only her learning the technical aspects of art, but also encouraged her to be bold and to embrace her personal style. Patty is very grateful for this, and in addition, she says this about her craft. I believe as I walk this journey of life, it takes a village in order for each of us to reach our potential. These amazing women, through their complex examples of love, kindness, compassion, generosity, resilience, strength, and courage, have been my grand teachers. Also included in this exhibit are pieces influenced by the beauty of nature and the unconditional love of our four-legged friends. We hope you will come and visit the Wotus Gallery during August, and there will be a free and open reception held there on Thursday, 8/4, from 6 to 8 p.m. to celebrate this display. Everyone is welcome to come meet the artist and view her lovely work. For questions, email me, Jean Halady, at jhlady@ocln.org, or call the reference department 617-898-4964. I encourage you to visit us as soon as possible to enjoy some artwork this month.
Hi everyone, I'm Miss Tori. I hope you all are having a great summer so far. Today, I want to tell you all about our weekly crafternoons for ages 10 to 14. Every Friday through the end of August, you can join me or our teen librarian Tyler for a fun and relaxing afternoon of crafting. A sneak peek of some upcoming crafts for you to enjoy are creating DIY magazine coasters or perler bead keychains. Registration for these programs open 2 weeks before the event date. We hope to see you there.
Hi, I'm Regan Mulcahy, Technology Librarian with a Tech Tip of the Month. Have you tried the Libby app yet? Libby is the reading app for the Overdrive digital collection. You can use Libby to borrow ebooks, audiobooks, and magazines. With Libby, you can read across devices, listen in your car, have offline access, and send books to your Kindle. If you have been using the Overdrive app, now is the time to switch to the Libby app, as the Overdrive app is being discontinued early next year. You will still use Overdrive at your desktop or laptop computer, but but for any devices, you'll use the Libby app. Our librarians are here to help you start using the Libby app, and you can also go to overdrive.com/apps/Libby to learn more. Tune in next time for another tech tip.